Yo, Wincrease team, what's good? Today is September 18th, 2021, and the market is officially closed. Let's check out these charts and let's see what we can see for what could potentially happen next week. All right, so before we kick this off, I appreciate everyone who has shared my content. Believe me, thank you. It helps me tremendously, and if you can, share it with a friend. Let everybody know where to go when it comes to analyzing these charts. And let's do it together. Let's start off with what we always start off with, the S&P. S&P closed at 4432.99. Record high is 45.85. And I was off last week, so we had a red candle there. This week we had another red candle. So in the world of technical analysis, the first thing we want to do is see if we can find a pattern. So we have two red candles. Let's go back on the chart to see what happens when there are two consecutive red candles. So let's go back. We do have two red candles here, and we see that it did recover. We go back. Okay, this is a somewhat similar situation. We had two red candles here, and it did move lower, but then recovered when it hit that 20-day moving average, and it moved higher. So let's see if we can go back and find any more. We got two red candles here. It hit the 20-day moving average and recovered. So with that type of history, with this strong trend, what I am going to anticipate is if we do move lower at any point in time, whether it's the week after or this coming week, whatever, if we get to this 20-day moving average, I'm going to look for the price to recover and continue on that trend. If we get any other signals of this breaking, that's when we will start to have some type of concern. So that is the S&P. Let's check out the Russell with ticker IWM. All right, IWM closed at 222.48. Record high remains the same, 234.53. And as usual, that zone that we stayed in. What I'm seeing here is a potential for, unfortunately, more chop. We got a high here, we had another high in this area, and now we've got, unfortunately, another high in that same area of 230. So we got 1, 2, 3 areas of where this hit, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 times on the bottom where it's hit. We stayed in this range, in this rectangle, basically all year, and we're back around this 20-day moving average. So we're going to continue to monitor this because the 50-day is still moving higher. And with that being said, I still see a good chance of us trying to get out of this because we may have closed close to those highs in the range, but we also closed higher most recently, and that is a good signal. We'll see if IWM can finally get out of 230. So that is the Russell. Let's go ahead and check out the Dow. For those of us on Thinkorswim, that is $DJI. Now, the Dow closed at 34,584.88. Record high is 35,631.19. So we're a shade off of $1,000 lower than what that record high is. And we see the trend has been well. We've also seen now that the 20-day moving average is being hit, and we're going to continue to watch that because that could be a signal for some continuation lower as well. So the Dow might have some chances of moving lower. Now we're going to also check out the Nasdaq, and we're going to use NDX. The Nasdaq, that has continued to move along, and I see an interesting candle pattern. Now this candle pattern here is called a bearish engulf, and all that means is that the red candle engulfs the prior candle and is larger than the prior candle. So with that being said, the bearish engulf, that pattern is a signal, or can be a signal, for either a reverse in the trend, or it can be just a simple signal of at least a slowdown in the trend. And for us to get the signal of a break, we want to see this level here around that 1500 or 15100 level, or 15,100 level. If that breaks, then we're going to look for this to at least stall for the time. So that is it for the market analysis this week. Thank you again for anybody who has shared, anybody who's liked, subscribed. Thank you for doing that. It helps me out tremendously. Now, for all the podcasts, make sure that you go check out my boys Marathon Money. Every single week, Cam and Kenny give you the news for picks as well as entertainment. Those are my guys right there. Make sure you also check out my podcast, Stocks at Bars. New episode will likely be out this week as soon as I get done doing the edits to that. And as always, appreciate your time. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do to take care of yourself. You can't take care of anybody if you're not well. Take care of yourself. Spend some time with your family. Get out there, get some fresh air, get some sun, and enjoy yourself, all right? And we'll check you next week. Peace.